Today is November 21st. November 21st, 18. Still going on some. I play the other tapes from the weekend. They scatter. It's not funny. Sunday, November 20th. I was in Central Baptist. Some ladies followed me in the restroom. Now my phone's bugged. These people sold the protector case so people hear through it. Okay. And they came in. I'm glad you called me. And they mentioned some guy's name and said his friends are here. And there's other people here asking questions. Okay. And I told people not to say anything. Everybody tell on them. Tell. It's just Michelle's family. Okay. Okay. And sorry, some people are driving around me. Those people didn't want to pay her because they thought it was that the money they owe her, and they were afraid it would come out of their budget. And so they did so much to her, they thought that she would already die from it. Premeditated murders. And that they would just keep the money. Extortion under attempted murder right now. It could be extortion under murder. One. And none of those people actually said anything bad about her, did they? I didn't think so. And walked out. All right. Yeah. Okay. I think it's funny. Now, I take my client to that Central Baptist, and security's been told to keep an eye on me because I'm an informant. Okay? The one security guard's like, I don't understand why we're supposed to keep an eye on her. She's just here with so-and-so. I thought, maybe because they drugged the hell out of me. They beat the hell out of me. They raped the hell out of me. They tried to shoot me, and they stalked me. Had people stalk me. Yeah, that's why you keep an eye on me, security. Because they hired bad people. Oh my God. All right, because we're going to go back to November 13, 22. I'm at my son Danny and John's, okay? And I told her what happened on November 8th, 22 at Zippo Library about Krista, the Faith Family Church counselor, was following me and watching because they lied to these people. I have charges. And she walks by me in my day hab group. I take care of people for a living, okay? And she was close to the van when I get my people in the thing. I thought, I'm going to take care of this. And she comes up to me, hi, and it's like, hi. She's like, how is it? How's it going? It's like, it's been pretty rough. You know, my ex-husband was dating retired Judge Pete's daughter, Michelle. And they tried to have me killed to get everything. And they date, raped, drugged, kicked in my door within a few days of him meeting there. We weren't even moved in by the 6th day of moving up there. And they started stalking me with button cameras. They photoshopped shower scenes, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And she's like, oh, you'll be found innocent. I said, oh, and they date, rape, drugged me and told me to say something. It's what part of that makes me a victim? She wasn't processing. And I said I was already found innocent, and I got my license, I got my med certs, I just passed an FBI background check, realizing she had been lied to. She's like, I gotta go, and she ran across the parking lot. Well, Michelle showed up on Turquoise Street, told people to leave me alone, that none of this is funny, that Krista called her, and that all the tapes before were just the people helping them get everything, and it was only them, and that she's right, none of this is funny, where they photoshopped the shower scene, date, rape, drug me, and lied they had sodium pentothal reports. It's attempted murder, drugs, kidnapping, extortion under it, and stalking. The mentally ill family, retired Judge Pete, and their dirty FBI agent friend that they called in the FBI task force in Canton and picked up a case out of his area to help him get away with it. He's the one that told on me to pay more the night before I called him back and badgered me into a false statement, saying I was lying under a threat of arrest on a recorded line. He's that stupid. that if I didn't say I was lying, that he'd arrest me, but went ahead and listed me an informant so they could keep an eye on me, and then threatened me if I told anybody that he lists me crazy and no one can help me. He's still badgering 1729 Department of Justice. He goes to jail for it. You can't, you have to take somebody's statement and follow through if you believe them or not. Department of Justice, badgering a victim, a witness, and an informant. And then threatening somebody that there's no way out and you have to stay out there and be quiet till you die. Yeah, it's accessory. And they found out he was the one that told on me. Now, getting back to this, I told my daughter-in-law that lady, I told her da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, and I didn't tell her what I said to her. I said, but that girl admitted that they were all lying on me. And she's like, boy, Karen, if anybody did say you did anything wrong, they would be lying. And they would be a Pinocchio group. And they better have some extra pants because their pants are burst into flames. And I thought, oh my God, it's supposed to be you helping Dave get away with this. And you're supposed to be the one that's supposed to have an attorney friend coming at me and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm looking at her and she has no clue. It's Michelle's fucked up family. Okay? Retired Judge Pete. Lying to me that my family's lying on me. And they got an attorney friend and they have no attorney friend. That they have da-da-da-da-da to me and da-da-da me. And they're sitting there defending me, saying, why on earth would somebody ever say anything bad about you? And if they said anything bad about you, they would go to jail. Or not go to jail, but they would be lying. They need to go to jail. We'll put it that way. They would be lying. Absolutely. And they would be a Pinocchio group, and their pants would catch on fire, and as if you would do anything wrong, Karen. And I'm looking at them realizing they lied on them. That they were lying on me and helping Dave. And they're having these people impersonate attorneys and all this. It's all big fraud scheme. So that they can steal the money for themselves. Some guy warned me this in January 19. Remember the truth. They'll try to implant lies. They'll try to steal everything you have in life. The agents are so corrupt, they'll try to steal a settlement. They're actually that corrupt. But it's retired Michelle's family. And that agent that told on me, and that's how they refer to him, as the agent that called her back was the one that actually told on her at that church the night before. An officer, a Stark County sheriff. Looks like Ludick. Could be his kid. Black hair, dark eyes, black glasses. His face is really filled out than the guy at the cooking show. Okay? The one that I said he looks similar to, it's just that he's got the black hair, dark eyes, and real thick black rimmed glasses. Real fat face. He's a Stark County sheriff. I seen him in uniform. He went up with him. Because under God's green earth, I called the 1-800 line for the FBI. It should have went to Akron. I lived in Portage County. Even though FBI can be pulled and worked anywhere in the United States, they're only localized in their normal area. So for him, and who was over Portage County? Akron. So what on earth would a Canton FBI task force agent, FBI agent, get my case? He wouldn't. Because they call Will and explain Michelle, and he helped set me up. It's a fake setup and a fake fraud. They were yelling, on November 11th, 22, about 10 o'clock in the morning, screaming it on Maslin Street on 3rd Street. It's that idiot trying to steal everything for his own family, and that's it. And that's the only thing going on. And the only thing going on is that idiot trying to steal everything she has in life for his own family. They're trying to steal the money that an agent promised me for being an FBI informant. They pay all their informants. They paid out $548 million to all their informants. Not to all their informants, but combined to everyone. Last year, $548 million went out to informants for pay. I never got a dime. And there should be like $250,000 in an account, and that's in an account. And this is what this is about. They're trying to steal that money that agent put up for me. And it's just Michelle's family trying to steal it for themselves, where they lied on my family, that they were lying on me, helping Dave. And they were going to help that poor family. And that poor family isn't poor. My son makes $25 an hour at least, and he works in a factory, and he gets overtime. He makes $60,000, $70,000 a year. And his wife makes that being a district manager. They make $120,000 to $140,000 a year. They just bought a $200,000 hunting ground with a cabin on it. They may live in a small house in Perry, but they also own a cabin on like 40, 50 acres. They're not poor. No, not at all. And Melissa's kids got caught stating they lied on Thanksgiving 18 in a police protected life case that they wanted that pathetic girl, Michelle, to get the house. For the house wasn't meant for Grandma, it was meant for Auntie Shell and Papa, and Grandma needs to get out. And then later on to Flora, they made everything up. Like Sheriff John said, what did those, to Goons, they asked him when those kids get caught stating, they made everything up. My other client, they were talking about her lying in front of him October 5th, 21 at Huntington Bank, Cleveland Avenue by Fishers, that they didn't want her getting no money out of this. That's okay. They knew they made everything up. They didn't want anybody to help her. He's like, who's that crazy Melissa they're talking about lying? It's like the ex-daughter-in-law friends with the ex's girlfriend. They made up lies and all the police caught him lying. And he's like, she's crazy. Yeah. All the police, including like the Stark County Sheriff, that weird Kurt that's supposed to be involved, Kurt just found out those kids were lying. He is slow. That was May of last year. As Massillon Police puts it, they're documenting mean games of pretend. June 23rd to July 4th of 21, Walmart 62 by the paint aisle. Investigators working the case for years. What are these people talking about? She's never hurt anybody. We interviewed her whole family a long time ago. As Massillon Police puts it, documenting mean games of pretend. All the police know I'm innocent. FedEx, October 2020. 3 investigators working the case for we all know this woman's innocent. They tell everybody. They're just trying to pull a fast one, Michelle's family, to steal the money that agent was supposed to put up. And there's something that they done to me. They think I'm going to die if I don't get it fixed, and I don't know what. So, yeah, somebody needs to step in and step in quickly. And these people, there's supposed to be a prosecutor going after FBI for mistreating people. It was on the news at my one client's house. Yeah, they're going to get him. They better hope I don't die. It's going to be lethal. Extortion under attempted murder is a very long time in prison. And police and agencies can only be in a home under a threat of life. Failure to notify for initiating and speaking to the other person in the home is abuse and misconduct, and failure to protect is abuse and misconduct. It goes into the right of privacy, illegal search and seizure. Where they lied on the police that they were in my home before I went to the Portage County Sheriff's and the Ravenna Police, and they had no knowledge of these people. It's just Michelle's family and friends. Stalking the wife, photoshopping, and date rape, drugging. Told you. November 18th should be this last Friday of 22 between 2 and 6 p.m. Some guy walks in while I'm in the hair salon at Walmart 62 in Canton. That it was his idea to say that they taped me before, and so everybody would turn on me. And he thinks it's funny they went along with it. That he's the one that had to make it up. Okay, and the one that they're looking for was in Walmart 62 this last Friday between 2 and 6 p.m. by the hair salon, bragging, tape, and audio. And the guy's like, well, I could take care of it. That's what's going on. He's laughing how he set me up, and he lied to all these people to fall for it. None of this is funny.